I got in some trouble yesterday on X, which, of course, it pays to follow me on X. If you're not, what are you waiting for? Come on, at Gallagher Show. I want to get to 100,000 followers by the end of the year. Think we can do it? Every goal we ever set for this audience, you always surpass. But there is a disconnect, I think, between this audience and, like, digital and social media. And I don't know. I've just never – I want to do better at it. And I'm a lifelong broadcaster, and I've done, I think, a pretty good job of making the transition into the digital space. We're all over the place. You can follow us on, subscribe to our YouTube channel and get our podcast, our weekend review, and our exclusive interviews and all kinds of content. And I really like X a lot. The more the left hates X, the more I love it. And so I had a little back and forth yesterday, and a guy who's a fellow Trump supporter got mad at me. So I decided to really enjoy myself. The Babylon Bee posted a picture of President Trump in front of a destroyer hovering over the skies from Star Wars. And the Babylon Bee post said, Trump accepts generous gift of Imperial-class Star Destroyer from Emperor Palpatine. Well, I reposted that, and I said, okay, I'm out. I'm finished. I'm done. I'm off the Trump train. I can no longer support this man. This is just too much. It's a bridge too far. Kamala would have never accepted such a lavish gift. And shame on President Trump for failing to realize how bad Emperor Palpatine is. Time for me to bail. Jasmine, 2028. Now, I would imagine most people could understand that's sarcastic, but not this one guy. And he wrote, "You're ridiculous. You're suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. You got to get to a hospital. This is terrible. Take this down." So then I decided to play along, and I said, how dare you? How dare you? Do you not know how bad Emperor Palpatine is? Trump's gone over to the dark side. And the guy kept arguing with me. He said, I have common sense. You clearly do not. And I got in trouble with some of my friends. Mark Davis this morning said, oh, no, you should have been nicer and had given the guy more grace. And you gotta, win these people over. I said, Mark, he's defending Emperor Palpatine. and a starship, a destroyer, whatever they call that thing, the thing hovers. I mean, I was going to keep it going. I was going to say, look how fast Trump can get around. A destroyer goes a lot faster than a 747. And I wonder if the guy would have argued with that. I don't know. You can get in trouble on social media. But anyhow, check it out. Follow me at Gallagher Show. Watching conservatives complain about the plane from Qatar, and yes, it's Qatar. Will you stop emailing me and say it's Qatar? It used to be Qatar. Evidently, the correct and proper pronunciation for Qatar is Qatar. Q-U-A, whatever it is, T-E-R. It's Qatar. And good people like Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro are kind of lashing out because they know Qatar's history with terrorists. Well, they must be very uncomfortable with Trump's visit to Saudi Arabia right now, because right now he's in Riyadh. And you don't want to go down the history of Saudi Arabian terrorism. 9/11 ring any bells? We have some uncomfortable partners in the world. But if Qatar wants to gift the United States a $400 million 747, well, as Trump put it himself, he would be stupid to say no.
If we can get a 747 as a contribution to our Defense Department to use during a couple of years while they're building the other ones. I think that was a very nice gesture. Now, I could be a stupid person and say, oh, no, we don't want a free plane. We give free things out. We'll take one, too. And it helps us out because, again, we're talking about we have 40-year-old aircraft. The money we spend, the maintenance we spend on those planes to keep them tippy-top is astronomical. You wouldn't even believe it. So I think it's a great gesture from Qatar. I appreciate it very much. I would never be one to turn down that kind of an offer. I mean, I could be a stupid person and say, no, we don't want a free, very expensive airplane.
Now, let me stipulate, I'm a big Ben Shapiro fan. I admire him deeply. I've known him for years. I've appeared with him on panels over the years. He's terrific. He really is. Here's his reaction over at the Daily Wire.
Taking sacks of goodies from people who support Hamas, the Muslim Brotherhood, Al Jazeera, all the rest. That's not America first. Like, please define America first in a way that says you should take sacks of cash from the Qatari royals who are behind Al Jazeera. It just isn't America first in any conceivable way.
Mark Levin, I understand, had a similar reaction. So that leads the mainstream media to explode with joy. MAGA is turning on Trump. Look at even Trump loyalists like Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro and Laura Loomer and Eric Erickson. They're turning on him. The walls are closing in. Finally, the cracks are in the foundation. It's all over for Donald. You get the picture? And this is precisely why so many of us are reluctant to pile on. Because we give the people who are on the fence, the haters and the doubters, we give them an opportunity to try to continue to batter the Trump agenda and the Make America First Again movement. And I think you have to be careful. Now, you could argue that Mark and Ben and others just feel that way and they're calling balls and strikes. But I heard that a lot. I've heard that since 2016. Trump bashers say, I'm just calling balls and strikes here. I'm just being fair. Well, you may be expressing how you feel, and of course, everybody appreciates that. But when you're being useful to the legacy media, when you're giving the Daily Beast and Mediaite and NBC and all the rest of them an opportunity to bludgeon Trump and his agenda even harder, that's not helpful. That's not useful. That's not productive. I mean, first of all, on the merits, the pushback against the plane is ridiculous. Trump is absolutely right. How stupid would he be to turn down a $400 million state-of-the-art, brand new, or nearly new 747? He's flying around in what many believe is kind of a junky 30, 40-year-old 747. It's not a new plane. And the commander-in-chief ought to fly around in the best in the world. And the whole thing is a Trojan horse. You don't think our experts are going to go through that with a fine-tooth comb? Stop it. It's smart. It's a good business move. It makes sense. And the fact that it's going to get retired to the Trump library after his term makes it even more delicious, because that makes the critics and the haters melt down even more. So give me your assessment of this debate over the plane from Qatar and the reaction from good folks, like good people like Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro. Maybe, perhaps you think I'm missing the boat here, and, you know, hey, they feel the way they feel. The problem with pushing back against Qatar because of its relationship with terrorism, you don't want to do 9/11. I mean, Saudi Arabia, rather. You better turn that, he better come out of there right now. Are they critical of his visit to the Middle East? Do Mark and Ben have fundamental problems with him sitting down with the Saudi crown prince right now? I don't know. Got to be consistent. So let's see what you think. Relief Factor Studios, it's Tuesday, May the 13th. Our number is 800-655-MIKE. I want to put your voice front and center. Call or text, but join us here on this Tuesday episode. Great to have you here. We got a lot to tackle today. 800-655-6453. Again, you could text or call, but I'd love to put your voice on the show. I want to see if you think that, are you with Mark and Laura? And I like these guys. I hate to pick a fight with people that I enjoy on social media and online and on air. I'm a big Mark Levin fan. I'm not comfortable with being critical of them, but look, I've got to call balls and strikes too. And if I'm the umpire, I'm saying get off Trump's back. He's got enough to deal with. He's got the whole world pressing down on him. Get off his back.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.